because that could have been a very clear-cut chance. Watch this one. That's a bookable offense for me. For me, that's a bookable offense.
Lucky lad, Mango remains out of the referee's book. Would have made life a little tough for him.
You know, players don't call referees their names. They say Mr. Ref.
Yeah, we know that Apo can really whip them. Comes the delivery, and it's a decent one. Monyane gets a boot on it. Puts Sane out. It's foul on Taylor.
If I am Chiefs, I'm worried in terms of how we're defending. Because you can't, if we have a ball that gets delivered, someone needs to be attacking it as opposed to waiting for it. But then again, you look at the dominance that Siwelele are having in the midfield. Then you start asking questions in terms of who is supposed to control that midfield. Because as a result, they look a little bit blunt going forward.
Now this is better. Paseka Marco flying up the flank. And over the head of Lilepo.
You know, back in the days, there was no cell phones. It was the sticky boxes. So when it rings and you can't hear it, but it rings in the pole, on the pole, so you can't hear it. So that cross that we just saw now, aimless cross, not intended for anyone. Consent faces, of course.
Yeah.
On a technical team.
Well, we pointed out earlier, Brian, that they haven't recovered all too many points from losing positions. Now, they're up against the Siwelele side who have dropped 8 points from winning positions. But with that said, they haven't had this kind of lead previously, whilst they have, but they haven't relinquished a 2-goal lead this season. However, there have only been a couple of instances where there have been 2 goals up at any point. Lille. And ball off Rapo, corner.
So I'm looking at Lilepo in possession. He's trying to find the options in the box, but I'm also expecting someone just behind him to give him an option, which he didn't have.
Mabu's take. McCarthy doing his best to meet it, and another clash of heads here. This time McCarthy and Kampani Lungu.
Both focused on the ball. Pani seems to be okay. While he's heading to the bench, of course, maybe just put a bit of water on the ice. So McCarthy, I hope it's not too serious. Oh, the manufacturing process. It's more like they had the freedom from the cross on the left-hand side into the box. There's no pressure at all. You watch this. He gets there. Look at the players that are there. Still wanting to guide. There's no time to guide. There's no time to guide there. Because the minute you start giving that much space, put him under pressure, force him to play it quicker.
Great pace once again from Falozi. He turned 23 last month. He's got it in well. Over the top from Mazibuko.
There's a headache in the technical team of KAIZER Chiefs. The headache is because the team looks so disjointed. You look at the defense, disjointed. Midfield-wise, no cohesion at all. Strike force, it's very blunt. And it's a worrying factor. At the same time, you say Siwelele leading 2-0. It's not the safest score, I still maintain.
Oh, excellent. Rapport receiving from Mokwane.
That time. I look a bit frustration. You can tell there's frustration in their faces. Things haven't been going well. You need a doer to start making things happen. Evoke an exciting moment, a promising moment onto the fans.
Yet to lose against any Free State-based teams this season. Our KAIZER Chiefs, of course, a 0-0 draw with Siwelele at home, and a draw and a win over Free State-based Marumo Gallants. Had kept 2 clean sheets in their previous 3 games against sides from this province, but already 2 down here. As Rapo slips as he delivers that in. There's Mdu Shabalala, lifts his head looking for an option here. Spots some space to burst down the flank, but Gran Machaman has closed that gap quickly, and then the tug on Duba by a man who has already been booked, and usually for such a cynical foul you would be reaching for your pockets under any normal circumstances.
I'm saying, did he turn a blind eye?
Oh, it's Rapo, my apologies. I thought for a moment it was Putsani. Here he comes. Okay, so it is Rapo. Even still, in a situation like that, there's no real intention to play the ball.
Yeah, there is. For me, it's still a bookable offense.
Has to be. Well, let's say it's even.